Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is the 17th of June 2024. It's today very sunny and very beautiful today, but you decided to listen to my Bible study, and I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a great summer this year because today is a wonderful weather. So today we are going to talk about Paul's. We're going to talk about Paul's life for Christ. Paul's life for Christ is not gonna be too long of the Bible study today, because today we are going to talk about how to live for Christ. How to live for Christ is very important to understand this, because if you are a Christian, then you should understand that living for Christ is important. Then when you are old, then you are getting older, isn't it? You're getting older, which is a total curse, which is a total curse, and I don't like it. Which is you're getting older. You are like looking at the world and like in the different in different kind of way. You're giving a life to Christ. You're giving to Christ, and we're gonna talk about this. How did Paul give his life to Christ? Because it's really important how, because his name was Saul before he was Paul, and Saul did some very bad things. He chained up some people. He put people to prison and those other kinds of stuff. But he changed his life because he gave his life to Christ. He gives his life to Christ, and we're gonna read this now. Paul's life for Christ today is our topic. For I fully expect and hope that I will never be ashamed, but that I will continue to be bold for Christ, as I have been in the past, and I trust that my life will bring honor to Christ whether I live or die. For to me, living means living for Christ, and dying is even better. I am torn between two desires. I long to go and be with Christ, which would be far better for me. Excuse me. For your sakes, it is better. Excuse me. It is better that I continue to live. Knowing this, I am convinced that I will remain alive, so I can continue to help and all of you grow and experience the joy of your faith. And when I come to you again, you will have even more reason to take pride in Christ Jesus, because of what he is doing through me. So Paul was really, really specific about the whole thing about living for Christ. If you live for Christ, you do not sin. You are very kind to other people. You are friendly to other people, and you are treating your children well. You are honoring your parents. That means you give a life for Christ. So Paul was really, really, really like specific about it. Was really like specific about it that living for Christ is more like an other life for you, is a better life for you. Living for Christ is a better life for you, and is a very great idea to live for Christ. Paul's life for Christ. So Paul was really like really was really like was trying what was he trying to say? That he wants to teach us, that he was teaching us how to live for Christ, to have a better life, to have a better relationship with other people. No matter what people are they children, are they adults, are they, are they like elders or seniors? Life for Christ is changing your life to be a better life, because if you are because if you have Christ in your heart, then you realize what is good and what is evil. What is evil that you shouldn't not that you're not supposed to do, and what is good, what are you supposed to do? What you need to do is give your life to Christ. It's very important that giving life to Christ is more is more mystery in it, but is worth doing it. Giving life to Christ, to like stop listening to bad music, to stop watching bad movies, to stop watching negative images, to stop watching negative images. Just live for Christ. If you live for Christ, you are written in the book of life. You are entering to the kingdom of heaven, and you also have better relationships with other people, even with your parents, with your family, with your friends, because you are living for Christ. Other people live for Christ too. Other people need Jesus too. Other people need Jesus too. Other people are living for Christ, not for the world. We are living for Christ, not for the world. You know what's going on here? That we, as followers of Christ, we are the disciples of Christ. We are also his children. We are also his followers. We are also his followers. So the point is that Paul was giving here Paul was giving here the most specific way how to live for Christ. He was describing this. Paul was really Paul was really Paul was a very faithful guy after he accepted Christ. After he accepted Christ, he was very very powerful. He was the most powerful man. The disciples were really scared. Oh, there's a Roman, and the Roman is gonna attack me and all that stuff. But you know what? That was Saul. But Jesus sent Paul to Jerusalem when Paul sent Jesus sent Paul to Jerusalem to join the 12 disciples, because Jesus chose Paul to give him another chance to live for him. So Jesus sent Paul to Jerusalem to live for Christ, not for the pilot. So this is actually what happened. We are the citizens of heaven. When we are living for Christ, we are also citizens of heaven, which is the good point of this, because if we are citizens of heaven, means that we are following Jesus over to the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is another dimension, but listen to this. It's really important to to give your life to Christ. It's very important. No matter what is happening, life for Christ is more important because you're living for Him. He's the one who forgives your sins, who gives you people to be friends with, who give parents to you, who give birth to you. I mean, the mother gave birth to you, but he knew that you will be born. Nobody knows everything than Jesus. Even Google doesn't know anything than Jesus. But the thing is that Jesus even knows when He returns, because when it is His time to return to earth, the time it will show up. The time will show up when He will return. He will return just like this. Just like this. You will even see Him with your naked eyes. You will see Him with your naked eyes. This is how big it is. He's even bigger than the Statue of Liberty. You know, He is even bigger than the Statue of Liberty. You are an ant to Him. Even when you are so tall that you're so tall that even basketball players are so tall, Jesus is bigger and bigger. Jesus is big. Jesus has so much faith in us. We have so much faith in Him. We have a big heart to Him, that we have a big heart to Him, that He has a big heart to us. Because in what are we gonna do? 1 John, 2 John, and 3 John. Excuse me. 3 John, and one of the John says, we love others because He first loved us. See what's going on here? Love is coming from the Lord. Friendship is coming from the Lord. See what's going on here? And this is why we have friends. This is why we have parents. This is why we are enjoying our life and putting ourselves in positive situations, sometimes negative situations, but as we are living for Christ, the Lord is taking us away from our trouble, from our difficult situations that we are in. So the Lord forgives our sins just like this, and He is also keeping us away from trouble, because we are living for Him. We are living for Him. Isn't that wonderful to live for Christ? Living for Christ. He's the only true God that we believe in Him. He's the only true God. He's the only true God. And the thing is that we are living in society with all this all those negative things. Christ will take us away from this from those evil things. We will be saved. We will be resurrected, just like He was resurrected. See what's going on? Is it not beautiful that we will be resurrected and we are going to go to we're gonna go to heaven, and we will live there forever and ever and ever. We will stay in that age. We will live forever. We will live forever. We will live forever. We are living for Christ, not for other people. We are living for Christ, and we are doing we are doing His work. We are reading the Bible that other people in the past wrote. But guess what? He wrote us for us. He wrote this for us. All those things, the book of Philippians, the Revelation, the Genesis, the Ezekiel, the Ephesians, the Galatians, the Corinthians, this is all God's word. And even the book of Romans, which we're gonna do next time, which we will gonna do after the book of Philippians. We will do the book of Romans. We will do the book of Romans after the book of Philippians. Yes, it is so good to live for Christ. If you live for Christ, you have a better life. This is the big opportunity for you to live for Christ, to never be in trouble. To never be in trouble. If you live for Christ, that doesn't mean you will be in trouble because because the world is full of trouble. But you know what? But you know what? We are living now in the end times. We are now in the book of Revelation, which those events are happening now. So, as we are living for Christ, and we are gonna die for Christ, He will resurrect us. He will resurrect us and put us in heaven. Other people will be judged because there is gonna be the persecution happening in the end times. Everybody will betray other people themselves. A friend will betray a friend. A brother will betray a brother. A son will betray a father. This is how it's gonna happen. Just because we are the followers of Jesus, we will get persecuted because other people will be jealous of us because they didn't give their life for Christ and we did. And this is what is happening. Thank you so much for listening with me to my Bible study. I really appreciate that you spending time with me, you spending this time for me. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. If you are at work, at school, in the car, or you're driving somebody, please turn on Welcome to Mark's Bible Study and listen to my messages. You will feel so much better. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. I will see you tomorrow. See you later. I will see you next time. God bless you, and have a great rest of the day.